What do CEOs need to know about sales these days? A lot. Outdated sales strategies and tactics plague most companies today. Listen to what innovative CEOs and experts have to say about how to change all that with Sales Talk for CEOs. Welcome to Sales Talk for CEOs. I'm Alice Hyman, your host, and today it's just me. I don't have a guest because I have some important things that I want to talk to you about. Over the holidays, I had some time to rest and reflect, and I hope that you did too. One of the things that I took a lot of time to think about is how I'm using my time, how I'm using my time to do the things that are most important to me, how I'm using my time to do the things that only I can do, how I'm using my time to stay in my genius zone and do what I do best, and how I'm using my time to rest and rejuvenate and fill myself up so that I can be more creative and be my best self. As CEOs, we always have so much going on. And most of us are still heavily involved in sales as well. So I think that we just have to start to think a little bit differently about things. And if you take some time and really think about what's most important to you, how you can be your best self, and what you really should spend your time on, I think that you will be a better leader, a better CEO, and you'll be better able to strategize around sales and really support sales in a way that makes it easier for the customer to buy from you. One of the things that I learned not that long ago, wish I had learned it when I was a lot younger, was to just simply drink my coffee while it's hot. And I think this is just a great metaphor for everything that we do, right? So I personally spend the time every morning to make a delicious cup of coffee. I grind the beans very carefully. First, I select which beans, right? Then I grind them. I have a Chemex, which looks a bit like a beaker. And I have to do sort of an origami thing with the filter every morning and put it in there. And then scoop the coffee in. And I have a little gooseneck electric kettle that heats the water for me. And I take that and gently pour it over the grounds so that they bloom. And I wait a few minutes, and then I continue to pour water over and drip the coffee. It's a ritual for me. I love doing it. And then I love the flavor of the coffee that I make from that whole process. And what I used to do is go through all of that and then carry that cup of coffee around with me in my busy, frantic pace in the morning. And by the time I got to drink it, it was cold. What's the point? So I like hot coffee. And what I've learned is everything will still be there. Although it seems so urgent, it seems like it can't wait 1 second. It really can, and it will be there. Now, I've had to do a lot of things to help myself. One of the tips I'll give you is put your coffee in a Yeti or some other type of mug that keeps it warm. That definitely helps. But you still want to take the moment, right? And enjoy the coffee that you've made and just relax and maybe think a little bit about the day to come and all the good things that are going to happen that day. I mean, let that coffee time be that time that fills you up and has you look to the future of the day and has you thinking about all the great things you can accomplish versus frantically worrying about all of the other things, right? The other thing that helps me besides having a type of mug that helps keep the coffee hot is to simply just write things down. Now, I've tried every method of app and spreadsheet and everything else. And truly the best for me is just having a notebook where each day I can just write everything down. And that way it's off my mind and on the paper, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. I can just go look at it later when I'm ready to deal with it. But I think that this idea of drinking your coffee while it's hot, or your tea, or whatever morning beverage or food that you take in, is just to really say to yourself, this is my time for me. This is my time to settle in. This is my time to vision what I'd like my day to be like, all the positive things that are going to happen so that I can really see them happening and then make them happen. It's your time to simply just soak it in and relax into it just for a few minutes. There may not be any other moments like that during your entire day. So it's really important to take that time in the morning. Now, I'm sure many of you have lots of other morning rituals that you do that include exercise and hydration and thinking time and journaling and praying and whatever other things that you do in the morning. But I really want you to consider this idea of drinking your coffee while it's hot. If you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.